All right, now we're on to phase 2, which is we're going to be weed burning all of this. Just in case, we got a hose over there hooked up to an Iowa. So if things get out of control, then we can tap it down before it becomes a problem. I also went ahead around the entire perimeter and soaked the entire perimeter just to make sure we don't have any issues. This is a 500,000 BTU weed burner. It is a Flame King. This particular burner has an adjuster right here, so I can adjust the flow this way and not have to go back to that all the time. Andrea wanted to have one with a 10-foot line, so that's what we got. They do have them more than this, but this 500,000 BTU for what we use it for, which is burning weeds mainly, is more than plenty. So they have some that are like 1.2 million BTU. That I think would be way too much for burning weeds. Plus I keep this down close to, I don't have it full throttle when I use it. So I'm going to get ready and start this thing up, and then I'll show you how we do the weeds. Pausing. Okay, you can see everything I've done so far. I'm trying to do just a perimeter through here. and then pretty much this whole thing needs to be done like that. The idea is, let me come over here. Okay, you see this area right here. You can see where the grass changes color. So the green is a different color. That means that the weed is actually cooked. And that's what you want to do. You don't want to burn it into oblivion. All you want to do is just cook the grass or the weeds here. So like you see here, you see the two different colors there. One means it's cooked and it will die, and the other means it's not cooked and it won't die. So what we're going to do is, what'll happen is we'll do this, and then it'll start in a few hours and then just start turning everything brown, and then by a day or two it'll pretty much all be dead. We'll have some areas that'll flare up, but if we can get 80% of it or so, then I'll be perfectly fine with that. And as you can tell, in the area outside where I soaked with the water, you know, we didn't have any forest fire level events here. So that's always good. So this is the next step. And so what I'll do is I'll stop it now, and then when we get done, I'll show you what it looks like when the whole thing's done. And I'll see about how long it takes to do. Okay, I got about halfway done. Then I had to stop because the wind kept blowing, and it kept, all the smoke and everything kept getting in my face. So I'm back now to start the other half. And without Andrea's knowledge, let's see if I can actually do this. I'm going to try to do what they call a POV, where you'll see me actually doing this from the standpoint of me actually using the weed burner, and using it from with the weed burner on one side and the phone on the other side. So let's see if I can do this, and do this without Andrea knowing. Okay, I got it prepped and ready, so let's see how well this is going to work. So as you can see, that's pretty much all I do. You can, hold on, this thing got caught. There we go. Sorry about that. So pretty much I just run back and forth. So I didn't know if you saw it, but the wind changed direction there, and the smoke started coming back my direction. So this is what I got to do for the rest of this. So now let me shut this off and finish this, and then I'll be back when it's done. And with that, I am done. So, let me see how long this actually took. So it took about an hour 20, maybe an hour and a half to do all of this in both segments. And so this area is probably about a 40 by 40, which is about 1,600 square feet. So as you can see, there's a definite difference in where I used the weed burner versus where the weed burner was not used. We did have a couple of small brush fire escapes over there on this side because we have tall grass that builds up against the fence. But Andrea was over there and she took care of it, so it was not a problem. Once I was able to stay within the area, then we had, you know, a fire break in here, so that was good. So this is step 2 of the base. It's about 4:30 now. We ordered the landscape fabric and the greenhouses this morning. As of the time when I came out here about 30 minutes ago, the landscape fabric is already shipped. So I don't know where it's coming from and when it's going to get here, but the idea is when it gets here, this will be ready for it, and then we'll do the landscape fabric video. But before then, we got to get dirt over here so we can raise it up. But that's tomorrow's job, unless it's going to be raining, which it might be tomorrow, but we shall see. But yeah, weed burner is a success. This was completely full because we just got the tank full the other day, and there's still a lot in there. So if you don't use it full blast, where you're using all 500,000 BTU a minute, then or BTU an hour, or however it's calculated, then I think it lasts probably about 4 to 6 hours of burning time. Not this time, obviously, but the next time I'll try to calculate on how long it actually lasts, because I don't know if anybody else is interested in that, but I'm always interested in that. So, okay, I'm going to put this up, and then I'm going to go in and get a cold drink.